Now, let's welcome Mr. Sun Xiao, Secretary General of China Chamber of International Commerce, to host this session. Distinguished Vice Chairman Li Xingqian, distinguished guests, friends, good afternoon. Welcome to join today's thematic event on healthy life. Healthy life is our common aspiration and also a signal of social progress. This event features Envisioning a Smart and Healthy Life. We will showcase cutting-edge technologies as well as interconnectivity application to see how it can be collaborated with the supply chain and to raise public awareness and to promote a healthy lifestyle as well as promote international collaboration and reach global consensus. Now let's welcome Vice Chairman of CCPIT, Mr. Li Xingchen, to address the forum. Distinguished guests, entrepreneurs, good afternoon. It's a great pleasure to join you here in Beijing for the third China International Supply Chain Expo and take part in the same event on healthy life. On behalf of the CCPIT, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all our guests and express heartfelt thanks to friends at home and abroad who have long supported the development of China's trade promotion efforts and organization of this expo. At present, the world is undergoing profound changes unseen in a century. Economic globalization is facing headwinds, and global industrial chains and supply chains are undergoing accelerated restructuring. As President Xi Jinping pointed out, safeguarding the resilience and stability of global industrial and supply chains is vital, and this is a guarantee for global economic development. On June 16th, Vice Premier He Lifeng attended the opening ceremony and reaffirmed China's firm commitment to high-level opening up and sending a strong message in support of deepening international supply chain and industrial chain stability, as well as to promote economic recovery. A beautiful life needs a guarantee. We are the beneficiaries of the big health industry. And the industry is one of the most dynamic and fast-growing emerging industries in the world. Now, with the emergence of biotechnology, AI has played an integrated role with medical services. Medicine, elderly care, and other areas have witnessed the emergence of new technologies, products, and services. People-centered big health system should drive innovation cooperation. The Chinese government attaches great importance to the big health industry. This year, in the 2025 government report, has made clear the implementation of a health-first strategy. Looking ahead, the China's health industry enjoys bright prospects. This year's CISCE continues to feature a healthy living section. We have global Fortune 5 companies and leading companies in industries to participate. So they showcase the full life cycle from birth to elderly care, forming a complete chain of the health industry, including products, services, and technologies in key areas. And it showcases the latest development as well as practice in the health industry. So we are more confident about a brighter future. Today's semantic event is designed to serve as a high-level platform for exchange among government, industry, academia, and research institutions in the field of health. We hope experts, entrepreneurs, scholars can participate actively, share their insights openly, and contribute to the well-being of a global population and provide more solutions. I wish this event a great success, and I wish you a healthy life and happy life. Thank you. Thank you, Chairperson Mr. Li, for your speech. Next, we will invite Mr. Sahad Chatterjee, UN Resident Coordinator in China, to address the forum.
Vice Chairman Li, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to join you today at this thematic event on healthy life during the 3rd China International Supply Chain Expo. I would like to thank the China Chamber of International Commerce and all the co-organizers for convening this important dialogue, especially at a time when the world is seeking new pathways to resilience, sustainability, and well-being. Let me start with the words of President Xi Jinping at the launch of the Healthy China 2030 initiative. He said, and I quote, "Health is a prerequisite for a people's all-round development. It is a prerequisite for economic and social progress." End of quote. Envisioning a smart and healthy life resonates deeply with the United Nations' commitment to achieving Sustainable Development Goals. Health is not just at the heart of the Sustainable Development Goal number 3, but it is closely interlinked to nearly every other goal, from poverty reduction to climate action. Simply put, health is a prerequisite for progress of the entire 2030 agenda. As we gather here today, we are reminded that access to health, both physical and mental, is not only a fundamental human right, but also is a cornerstone for economic and social development. The COVID-19 pandemic exposed the fragility of global health systems and supply chains worldwide, but it also sparked new innovation, accelerated digital transformation, and deepened cross-sectoral collaboration. These are lessons we now build upon as we work towards a more healthier and an equitable future. As the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres said, and I quote, "The COVID-19 pandemic highlighted deep gaps in collective preparedness and served as a powerful reminder that no one is safe until everyone is safe." End of quote. Ladies and gentlemen, the global health sector is undergoing remarkable transformation. We are witnessing a convergence of technology, sustainability, and health, from AI-driven diagnostics to wearable devices to green pharmaceutical production and personalized medicine. China's leadership in the space of digital health, smart manufacturing, and green innovations offers a valuable lesson to the rest of the world. This expo, focusing on supply chain integration, provides a unique platform to explore how we can enable health and sustainability into every walk of life and in every link in the supply chain, from research and development to production, distribution, and equitable access. The participation of leading enterprises, academic institutions, and international organizations here today reflects the growing consensus that health innovation must be inclusive, people-centered, and globally connected. The United Nations in China is actively supporting many such initiatives. Through participations with government, academia, and private sector, we are advancing initiatives that promote universal health coverage, strengthen health systems, foster South-South cooperation in health innovation. We are also working to ensure that the benefits of digital health and green technologies reach those who need it the most, especially vulnerable communities, and ensuring no one is left behind. This year's event also underscores the importance of cross-sector collaboration. I look forward to learning more about these opportunities. Let us seize this opportunity to reimagine health not just as an individual concern, but as a shared societal responsibility. Let us work together to build supply chains that are not only efficient and resilient, but also equitable and sustainable. And above all, reaffirm our commitment, governments, businesses, academia, and civil society, to ensuring that every person in every community can lead a healthy, dignified, and a fulfilling life. Thank you very much. 谢谢。
非常感谢常启德先生。
Thank you, Mr. Chakchita, for your speech. Now we will invite Mr. Li Yaoqiang, Chairman of China National Salt Industry Group, to address the forum. Distinguished guests, dear leaders, good afternoon. It is a great honor to attend this important event and to join you in discussing this topic. As President Xi Jinping pointed out, people's health is the foundation of social progress, an important symbol of national prosperity and a shared aspiration of all people. Now the world is facing increasingly complex and growing health threats, making health a common concern for countries around the world. The UN's 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development states clearly that ensuring a healthy lifestyle and promote well-being for all age groups. One of its goals is to by 2030, through prevention, treatment, and health promotion, we can reduce premature mortality from non-communicable diseases by 1/3. This goal provides a clear direction for all relevant sectors. Salt is essential for maintaining bodily functions, but excessive intake is harmful to health. Over 2,000 years ago, the Yellow Emperors in Near Canaan recorded the idea that a preference for salty taste leads to wiry pulse, and this is hypertension in modern society. Today, cardiovascular disease is one of the leading causes of death and disability. That's why salt reduction is very necessary, and it is recognized as one of the most cost-effective strategies for preventing hypertension and other chronic diseases. In China, high-salt diets are very common. Statistics show that the average daily intake among Chinese residents is as high as 10.5 grams over the WHO standards. And in response, we have a blueprint which sets a target of reducing average daily salt intake.
In 2019, we have rolled out the Healthy China initiative, and reasonable diet has also become a major priority. Our group as the leading industry and the only central controlled industry enterprise in the salt industry, we are working very hard to implement this initiative, and also we are expanding this public awareness. Nowadays, every year we have a World High Blood Pressure Day in May and World National Salt Reduction Week in September. During these days, we will send away salt restriction spoons so that's to aware the salt reduction in the public. The next is that we need to roll out new products. Through practice, we find that salt reduction is very important, but it is very hard to change people's diet habit. So according to our studies, the expansion of low-sodium salt is a very important channel. So we would use low-sodium salt as one of our promotion products by combining a little bit of the potassium chloride through reducing the sodium and increasing the potassium intake. People will still maintain the salty flavor, but will have a healthy lifestyle. And third is that we will change the structure by increasing the supply and production of the low-sodium salt supply. And also, we will solve the passive high intake of the salt through the order and the food deliveries. Nowadays, we are forming a new consumption lifestyle in terms of the salt reduction industry. Ladies and gentlemen, health is a topic that human beings are all caring about, and we need to work together through the global industrial chain. And now we are also facing multiple challenges through geopolitical unilateralism, protectionism. But we can see that WTO is upholding the true multilateralism. So we should work together and reach green global development. CISCE has provided a good platform for us to provide a chance for all the exhibitors to get into the international community and lay a sound foundation for the global participation of different enterprises. Since 1990s, through the national policies, we have passed a policy of adding idiom to reduce the IDD disease rate. And nowadays, we are working very actively to promote the low-sodium salt so that to promote the health of the Chinese people. We would like to work with colleagues from at home and abroad and try to innovate new methods and strengthen our cooperation toward a new healthy life. Thank you for the support of CCPIT and CCIOC for your support and organization. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Li. Next, let's welcome Mr. Ren Minghui, Director of Peking University China Center for Health Development Studies, Director of Institute for Global Health of Peking University. Welcome. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. First of all, on behalf of Peking University Global Health Research Center in Peking University, I would like to celebrate the opening of this thematic event on health. Nowadays, we are under healthy threats, and the demand for a healthy life are increasing. We are at a key point of working together to realize the global health. We should form a people-centered health system globally. No country alone can work out this, but we need to involve all human beings to play this symphony and to establish a stable and efficient supply chain. This is a key part for building the global health system. And the sustainable development of the global health cause relies on a stable and inclusive supply chain. The R&D and supply of health products is the lifeline of the whole sanitary system, and it is also the basement and cornerstone of healthcare emergencies. Looking back at the breakout of the pandemic, we can see that now we are working together with UN towards the healthy life for all. It is important for our global cooperation. When pandemic struck us, we know that virus knows no border, and we need to share the pandemic information and do R&D on the vaccine so as to forge against the virus. So we have earlier released a new reports on how to release the innovative healthcare products, and we emphasize that no country is safe until every country is safe. However, nowadays, some countries are playing the policies of decoupling, supply cutting off, and withdrawing from groups and the trade barrier policies. This has brought grave challenges for the global health supply chains. And this has also hindered our ability of responding to health threats. Nowadays, we need to promote AI-empowered technologies such as telemedical care and the green upgrade. Every step needs the cooperation and exchange between different countries. So we need to provide the smart solutions to maintain the stable health supply chain. First of all, we need to deepen the global cooperation and consensus. The complexity of the global health threat and the global trend has required international cooperation in this health area. We need to reach consensus and rise against the challenges. Secondly, we need to promote the institute, university, and research collaboration. Academic institutes and financial institutes and the enterprises should work together to promote remarkable results in the healthcare technologies. Third, we should combine the AI empowerment. We need to leverage the advantages of AI in healthcare management and health emergencies so that we should also use AI to improve the resilience of the supply chain by applying it in real-life scenarios. CISCE is an important platform for improving the efficiency and resilience along the supply chain. We need to focus on the innovative solutions in the healthcare system and also focus on the global solutions. These are the results that we want to achieve. And we are also working toward the China solutions, China approaches, and China wisdom. Through these solutions, we want to promote the overall outlook for the global health. Let's work together through solidarity and collaboration and build a more resilient global health supply chain system and a stronger global health governance system. We can work together toward a better life for all human beings. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ren. And thank you, Mr. Sun. Next, let's move into the next part, the keynote speeches. Next, let's welcome our distinguished guests to share their ideas about the technological innovation. Next, firstly, let's welcome Mr. George Vidonish, Senior Vice President of GE Healthcare.
Distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to join you for the third China International Supply Chain Expo. I want to first thank our friends and partners at the China Council for Promotion and International Trade for their work in compiling this expo and for the invitation to join you today on behalf of GE Healthcare. For those of you that do not know us, we are a global medical device technology company committed to advancing precision health outcomes through innovation and sustainable practices. With over 130 years of healthcare industry expertise, we execute a strategy focused on delivering precision care across the patient care journey, serving over 1 billion people annually. We are able to thrive as a result of our global partnerships and innovation and the development of an efficient and resilient supply chain. This enables clinicians to work faster with more informed decisions through intelligent devices, data, analytics, applications, and services. Our focus remains on strengthening the healthcare ecosystem, supporting resilient supply chains, sustaining a robust domestic supply base here in China, and accelerating innovation that improves patient care. Our business strategy is to grow with a local approach tailored to customer needs as we design and make medical equipment here in China. As we continue to invest in local R&D capabilities alongside our industrial supply base, we have 6 production and 3 innovation facilities here in China, with locations in Beijing, Shanghai, Tianjin, Wuxi, Shenzhen, and Chengdu. We have launched more than 150 innovative products since 2011, and every day, over 20 million Chinese patients benefit from GE healthcare technologies. By leveraging local advantages and resources, we have established incubation platforms targeting the supply chain and advancements in digital technology. We have supported the growth of over 1,000 suppliers and partners nationwide and have helped them expand and enter the global market. GE Healthcare's products are vital for protecting people's health. Together with our suppliers, we have constructed a stable, reliable, and resilient supply chain ecosystem here in China that safeguards this cause. Our Beijing factory was designated last year as a lighthouse factory by the World Economic Forum and McKinsey. This is a first in China's medical equipment industry. The site produces our high-end CT and PET-CT devices, including their key components. Additionally, the Beijing site uses solar panels and has reduced its carbon emissions by more than 2,000 tons annually, and we use those solar panels to supply 80% of the electricity for that site. Our facility in Tianjin is one of the only facilities in the world to make both magnets and systems for magnetic resonance. This location also serves as the Eastern Hemisphere headquarters for our MR technology development. Our Wuxi site is GE Healthcare's largest global manufacturing base for ultrasound systems. It not only leads in production volumes, but it also serves as a hub for innovation and a comprehensive range of advanced visualization solutions. The Wuxi site has driven the development of over 4,000 local suppliers within a 200-kilometer radius of the facility. This is forming a robust industrial cluster centered around the factory. We've also established the Greater China Ultrasound headquarters at the Wuxi facility to further support the building of a high-end medical equipment ecosystem. From a sustainability perspective, it is also a green factory, and the plant was selected as a part of the first batch of pilot projects for a zero-carbon facility initiative. Our Chengdu facility base leverages the city's strategic position as a Belt and Road hub. The China-European Express and its precision medical industry ecosystem, which extends the global supply chain into the western parts of China and supports the high-quality development of industrial and innovative ecosystem in the region. Since 2019, GE Healthcare has reduced its operational greenhouse gas emissions by 27% globally, and we are working towards a 50% emission reduction by 2030 and aim to achieve a zero emission goal by 2050. In forms of technology development, GE Healthcare has received 85 AI-based device authorizations, topping the US FDA's list for 3 consecutive years. In China, we are building local innovation ecosystems. We have collaborated with over 50 companies, 10 academic institutions, and over 50 hospitals in joint research and development programs. Specific to AI development, GE Healthcare has introduced 90 digital products and technologies for innovation and clinical applications, serving a wide range of hospitals and primary care. To better boost our innovation capacity, the Shanghai Innovation Facility recently released 3 digital ecosystem platforms that empower precision diagnostics and clinical efficiencies for major disease states through advancements in technology and the expansion of high-quality medical resources for primary care. We've increased investment and introduced new production lines, boost sustainability upgrades, and advanced smart manufacturing and digital transformation. By building an open innovation ecosystem that combines both global and Chinese resources, specifically leveraging China's strength in digital and AI technology, we are able to accelerate the research and development and clinical application of scientific and technology advancements so that our customers and our patients can benefit from precision diagnostic services. Healthcare is a shared value for saving lives. We need to work together to tackle life-threatening diseases such as cancer and cardiovascular. We view China as a long-term opportunity as it is one of the world's largest healthcare markets. More local for local, leveraging our 40+ global manufacturing, assembly, and pharmaceutical production sites, our strategy continues to be focusing on sourcing and producing products closer to our customers where our products are used, combining the local, contributing to both local economies and expanding the access to quality healthcare. The China International Supply Chain Expo offers an open platform that fosters international collaboration. This is our 3rd consecutive year participating, and we will continue to leverage, and we will continue for leveraging our role as a supply chain leader to connect China and the global supply chain to create a world where healthcare has no limits. Thank you again to our hosts. We look forward to fostering new partnerships and wish tremendous success to the rest of the Expo. Thank you.
Thank you, George, for your wonderful speech. Now, let's invite Mr. Ying Yan, CEO and Executive Director of BGI Group, to address the forum. Distinguished leaders, hello everyone. It's my 3rd time in the CISCE. Today we are going to talk about 2 stuff. So first, will general AI emerge? And can we live to 120 years or even to eternity? So two most concerned questions. On 4th May, OpenAI has a new OpenAI O3 model doesn't listen to humans' command. If artificial intelligence is truly intelligence, then it won't hear to people's command. Demis Hassabis said that because of rapid development, the research and development time for new drugs has greatly shortened. I think if we think that we can live to 150 years, I think you think this question is too easy. This is still very difficult. When we hold a hammer, we see everything as a nail and we want to hammer the nail. Technology has its direction and has its temperature and human touch. So what's the biggest challenge now? Edward said that we had Stone Age emotions, medieval institutions, and gold-like technology. If you visit the booth, you can see everything amazing is happening in this expo. I want to remind you that a new paradigm is emerging, the fifth paradigm. So what is it? The first paradigm, observation and experimentation. Second, Newton's law. Third, calculator. Fourth, big data. And fifth, AI for science. If we say that AI for science, now we say that AI is science. So AI is science. All sectors are incorporating AI into their practice. So we are seeing a new shift in paradigm. I hope that you can ride the wave and catch the opportunities. This is not a period, it is an era, because period can come and go. But if we miss an era, then we won't have a second chance to grab the opportunity. So we need to embrace the new technology. For me, it's my first time to bioscience, to be combined with computer science and artificial intelligence. So we see the combination of BIT. So probably we will have a deeper understanding of our life. 11 years ago, we think that hepatitis is untreatable. But now, actually, hepatitis type B can be treated. And also for cold, we can say that we can heal without having drug, but having drug can reduce the time we feel uncomfortable. Now we can say goodbye to some kind of flu, because we have the coping strategy, and also for HIV. Now with just 6 months, we can prevent the spread of HIV between different gender and sex. We cannot say that by eradicating HIV, we can eradicate all diseases. We cannot say that human will control the nature. We are part of nature. We should always respect nature. On 15th May, FDA issued a drug for a baby, which is in vivo gene editing. And this is to treat a very rare disease. And because of joint efforts, now the baby is in healing. But the only problem is that the technology costs a lot. And now we also tackle another disease through in vivo gene editing. We can treat the Pompe's disease. now we can reduce the medical costs. A technology, its failure is not about the R&D, but if we have the technology, but we cannot use the technology because it is unfoldable, that's a pity. So we need to think about availability and accessibility to people. So the sharper the tool, the better the result. Now we think of how to optimize our tools and technologies so that we can better understanding of physics, chemical, and biography. Now there is a digital technology that has the greatest reduction in cost, that is genetic sequencing. 20 years ago, it cost a lot to have genetic sequencing, and now the price has been reduced by 1,000 times. Now it only takes $100 and 5 minutes to know your gene groups, your genome. So a previously exclusive technology has become available to everyone. And we can let everyone learn a language. This is a genetic sequencing lab and also a lighthouse plant. We have a misunderstanding that we will have a medical to tackle all disease. All medicine has side effects. Some people may ask, is there a drug to cure stomach? I would say just not eat anything so you can let your stomach have a rest. I hope that we all have a long life. So what's the limitation of our life? Probably 100 years old, probably 200 years old. And also, even if we reach 100 years old, we can be our body can stay at 25 years old. Now our average longevity is 73 years. Wang Jian had if we need to born correctly, I think the most wonderful thing is that we can live a better and long life, and also we will not suffer from disease. That's too painful. I hope you can know your genome. You have enough time to cure your disease, and you have enough knowledge, and you can get away from mental illness. Why we will age? Some people say that because our body will have defects. Actually, aging is about the mentality. It's about your mindset. All of you here are really young because you are interested in technology. Aging is not about the white hair. It is about your rejection to all the new ideas. So at first, do you know if some technology goes public? I say that we don't. I think we all want to have a healthy body. We want to have a healthy mindset.
And if you meet new technologies at your 60s, then you will think that it is not real. Then we need to give the young people more opportunities. The future belongs to those who are healthy and young. We need to work together on that. And as BGS said, without technology, the culture may be a religion, but with technology, we can work together to a better future. We should work on the health and work on a healthy technology for good. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Yin. Now, let's welcome the Executive VP of Panasonic Holdings Corporation, Mr. Homa Tetsuro. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm the Executive VP of Panasonic Holdings Corporation, Homa Tetsuro. It is my pleasure to share the innovation and green practices of Panasonic Holdings. After a century's development, we have expanded our market and landscape. But we are also working on the philosophy of green and innovative life. We have a people-centered philosophy to develop our products for a better future for the world. First of all, as Japan is walking into the era of aging society, so Panasonic has already been developing the Sustainable Development Smart City (SST). It has been working on for 10 years. The carbon emission reduction has been reduced for 70%. And in 2022, we have established different households for different age levels. And also, we have established a community, SST community for all age levels. And we also founded the apartments and complex for the aging society to showcase an exemplar for the construction in aging society. This has both a low carbon and green household and neighborhood for the Japanese, but also has been exemplar for the world. Now let's look at what is happening in China. In 1978, Panasonic has entered Chinese market. We have now 64 branches and over 10,000 employees in China. China's operation has taken 24.4% of the global scale, and the benefit in China has taken 30% of the global total. And our major business is in home appliances in China. And also we are focusing on the smart manufacturing and smart manufacturing and mobility. Now we have the Wellness Smart in China. That is our WS course. This is introduced into China to expand the life longevity of Chinese people. The WS cost can be separated into B2B and B2C operations. We work with the real estate developers to provide a comprehensive solution with space products and services. And also we have implemented 40 projects in total. And also we have a wellness smart house. Through online and offline service, we provide new services for the Chinese residents in a Japanese-style customized solution. Now I will play you a video to introduce the WS course. The care is limitless. Panasonic. This is the basic progress of our WS course. And also we have developed different WS innovative practice in Yixing, Beidaihe, and Weihai. We are promoting a new tourism resort area. In 2022, we have implemented this project in Beidaihe and Anaya. And this resort has installed the Panasonic air conditioning system. And last year, we also plan to upgrade our WST healthy town in Weihai Resort. And also we also had an opening ceremony in Shanghai about our WST. Next, I will introduce the WSH innovation practice for the aging, for the apartment for the aging population. We facing some safety issues and cost issues and the long renovation period. We are providing smart showering system and a smart toilet system. Now, the whole transformation can be done within 8 hours, which can save our time. Our WSH project is based on our comprehensive experience. And also we have worked with multiple universities in Beijing and hospitals to promote and upgrade the healthy life solutions. We also invited some volunteers in our test phase so as to improve and test the lighting and air conditioning and temperature of our healthy life space. The latest lab statistics has shown that we can improve the working place environment through the adjustment of the temperature and lighting and the ventilation system. This can bring the well-being of the workplace. And also, it is an example for the upgrade of the global market. Next, I will give you an introduction about the home appliance system. We have done the R&D research locally, and also we have researched on the nano machine to complete the disinfection process in homes, and also to protect the clothing materials. And also we have the rice cooking machine to reduce the risks and improve the safety of the food. And also we have a rice cooker that can cook very delicious rice. And also we have the ventilation system and the air conditioning system in our home appliance, which can provide very clean and fresh air to reach a healthy lifestyle for our residents. And all these systems are transferring from made in China to design in China, from the planning and the from planning to promotion part, we are transforming from made in China to made by China. This is our upgrade strategy. Our home appliances like a fridge and rice cooker that is developed in China are also exported to other parts of the world. And our export number will rise by 2-digit rate. And last, in terms of our security area, we are also have operations in the urban railway industry. And also, we are aiming at providing high performance in the urban rail system by accumulating 53 projects in China. Now, our operations has been expanded to different regions outside China. And in total, we have 28 projects with the market value as large as 3 billion RMB. Panasonic will continue to insist on its enterprise philosophy. We will work on the investment in the global health and enterprise innovation. We will try to build a better and healthy life for all. Thank you. Next, let's welcome Mr. Li Jianquan, Chairman of Winner Medical Co. Limited. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I will speak in Chinese. I'm very glad to share with you my experience in the cotton industry. As the president of BGI has said that if you are holding a hammer, you see everything as a nail. So I'm just a person who is holding the hammer, but I'm just unnailing. Why? Because there are many good things in the world. If we look at back the human history from the first industrial revolution to the fourth AI industrial revolution, we can see that humans are living longer. But we can also see that there are many challenges we're facing. That is, before humans enjoyed the robots' benefit, we are also focusing on other industries.
We also need to concern about the heat effect and ocean pollution, and also the temperature fluctuations. I know two statistics. First, chemical fiber. Over 100 years ago, we use fiber materials. There is nothing that is called artistic fiber. And now, with chemical fiber, 17 years since its discovery, the production is 9.01 million tons. And the cotton production is 25.5 million tons. So for every ton of fiber, we will emit carbon dioxide by 5 to 9 tons. So that is a huge number. And then the second data, we use tissue every day. And it is 1.2 million tons of tissue is used in China, and it is about over 60 million tons in the world, and it is equal to 250 millions of timber. So 1.2 million tons of tissue will require us to cut 25 million tons of timber. So globally, the tissue consumption is 188 million, which means we need to cut down 2.25 billion trees. So each year, we will need to cut down half of a region's trees to meet the tissue demands. And the number is still growing. For me, who have been devoted to cotton industry and healthcare industry, so I always want to solve problems. So one fiber, which is cotton, it can replace timber and can also replace chemical fiber. So globally, cotton plantation area is about 200 million mu, and in China it's about 40 million mu. And with 40 million mus of land, we cultivate so in the world, we have 220 million land dedicated to cotton plantation, but the output is just 22.5 million tons. Now in China, with 200 million mus of land, we can produce 60 million tons of cotton, so we can reduce carbon dioxide by a large number. By planting 1 ton of cotton, we can reduce carbon dioxide by 5 tons. So for every 1 ton of cotton plantation, we can absorb carbon dioxide by 2 tons. And then we can reduce carbon dioxide by 10 tons. So if we scale up the number, it can be a huge reduction in carbon dioxide emissions, almost 2%. Why we want to advocate cotton plantation? Cotton has multiple fibers. It is comfortable and so we just hear about if we can live to 120 years, we need to have a young mindset. And the cotton is also beneficial and conducive to our planet because it is conducive to second alkaline treatment. I think that if we want to maintain a healthy life, we need to protect our environment because with a secure environment, everyone can live happily. Over years of experience, we have over 40 innovative products to leverage the value of cotton, and also disposable materials in the healthcare industry are using cotton as raw materials. We hope that people can have a better understanding of cotton And then with sustainable practice, people can understand and use cotton, and farmers can grow cotton so that we can preserve land. We can enjoy a better ecological environment, and we can enjoy a better life. Thank you.
陈先生。
Thank you, Mr. Li, for your speech. Next, we will invite Mr. Mike Antonio to the stage, Senior Vice President of L'Oreal Operations North Asia and China.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's a great honor to be here at the 3rd China International Supply Chain Expo today. L'Oréal is the only international beauty brand at this event, and it's our first time joining. Therefore, I'm very excited sharing with you how we've been building a consumer-centric supply chain for the world and for China, 100% dedicated to beauty consumers, how we foster a thriving beauty ecosystem, and how we can act as an inspiration hub for the beauty industry. Let me start by introducing ourselves. As the #1 beauty group in the world, our mission is to create the beauty that moves the world. Our supply chain is the backbone of this ambition, a global network built for beauty, connecting 1.3 billion consumers in over 150 markets, serving 7 billion products every year. And China is a testament of these visions. For years, L'Oréal has maintained its leadership positions, serving over 100 million consumers with 32 brands in China. Our beauty products, they are not only cosmetics products. They bring happiness, they bring confidence, and crucially contribute to health. After all, skin is our largest organ in the body. The Chinese beauty market growing larger than ever. By 2030, L'Oréal will be reaching 150 million consumers, 50% more than today. How to bring every consumer the best beauty product and experience? I believe the key answer lies in our supply chain. After 28 years in China, our supply chain has been highly tailored, being a unique model built on 3 interconnected pillars. A supply chain connects for beautiful life, connects beauty ecosystem, and connects the world of beauty. First, to serve the 100 million beauty consumers and bring each an unparalleled experience, L'Oréal supply chain needs to be super responsive and resilient here and put consumer at its core. So how do we do it? We build an end-to-end value chain, a robust network including 2 advanced plants, a cutting-edge smart fulfillment center, a thriving R&I center, and a dedicated packaging hub, plus a national logistic network with over 20 regional distribution centers and over 1,600 suppliers. This allows us not only bring product made in Europe and America to the Chinese consumer, but also manufacture product locally to meet their fast demand. In fact, 62% of the beauty products sold in China are locally manufactured. Meanwhile, we also export to Asia and Europe. Besides, we deliver fast. During a mini shopping festival like Double 11, our plant can ramp up production significantly, delivering 3 times more orders than usual. And our fulfillment center can ensure more than 99% of the 100 million e-commerce parcels shipped in an average in just 2.4 days to best satisfy our customers. Behind the scene, indeed, digital solutions are the heroes. And we have a strong Chinese team designing those tools. For example, to achieve the accurate stock deployment and track the parcel delivery status across China, our operation team created smart systems based on machine learning. We have also a Mars system deployed in nearly 1,500 stores across 142 cities. It enables us to visualize stock, cash, consumer data which means we can deliver the best service experience to our offline consumers. And let's not forget our business partners. Like all industries, the supply chain of the beauty brand is built with an interdependent ecosystem consisting of suppliers, regulators, and partners. Together, we are even more innovative, sustainable, and smarter future. Beauty ecosystems impact our society economically. We are proud to say at L'Oréal that one L'Oréal job in China indirectly creates 20 jobs across the entire value chain, from beauty services to logistics, raw material sourcing, and even small salons. Beauty ecosystem can shape a more sustainable future. In China, we have worked hard to convince our suppliers that sustainability is the way. Now, 95% of our suppliers have signed up for CDP and EcoVadis rating, committed to working on decarbonization, social inclusion, and circular economy. Furthermore, beauty ecosystem rely on constant innovation. Take our Big Bang Beauty Tech Innovation Challenge as an example. It has engaged more than 2,000 innovative companies to come up with sustainable solutions since 2020, with multiple landing projects from innovative ingredients to new technology. In this digital era, beauty ecosystems are going through digital transformations. With the China Association for Barcode Technology and Application, we published the first industrial guide on applying 2D barcode in cosmetic packaging. This ensures product traceability, and now we are working together to make it international standards by the end of 2025. This is not the only thing reaching the international level. At L'Oréal, we believe investing in China means investing in the future. So, investing in China, we are also fueling our global growth. As part of that vision, in 2024, we invested the first group smart fulfillment center in Suzhou. Cutting-edge facility integrates advanced robot automation from both local and international companies such as Air Robotics, KUKA, and Dematic. The center redefined industry standards, handling more than 7,000 e-commerce parcels per hour with an amazing efficiency. Meanwhile, the world is also excited about China-born innovation. As prime example is the Hairlight Pro hair dryer that you may have visited in our booth, launched and awarded at the 2024 Consumer Electronics Show. Developed by L'Oréal team in collaboration with Zuvi, an emerging Chinese startup, it delivers visibly healthy hair with more hydration locked in the hair and less energy consumption. The innovation also improves the drying time, and it was launched this month in China. Furthermore, Chinese suppliers are becoming our global partners. Companies like Bouquet have been our formula supplier for more brands for more than 10 years. Then other global brands like Lancôme started ordering from them. Bouquet is also followed L'Oréal to Korea, to Japan, to France, and in the US with 7 worldwide plants now. Let me put it this way. The supply chain is not just about logistics.
它不只是关于物流，而且
Connection that foster innovation, drive sustainability, and create beauty that touches life and move the world. China is not just part of L'Oréal global China ecosystem, it's our inspiration. Our global market needs China, and China market also needs our global expertise. I believe L'Oréal supply chain can serve as a strong testimonial that a more relevant, innovative, and responsible future can only be realized through the connections with our consumers, with our beauty ecosystem, beauty partner, and global collaboration. Because together, we can continue to create the beauty that moves the world. Thank you. 谢谢大家。
谢谢白梅昂先生。
Thank you. Thank you for all your remarkable deliveries, and we can all inspired from your keynote speeches. Now let's give another round of applause and thanks to all the delivers. Next, let's move to the panel discussion as a focus on the IUR collaboration, promoting the technological innovation and smart life. In this part, our host is the leader of Center for Health and Healthcare of the World Economic Forum, Ms. Carrie Liu. And here are the panelists. The Deputy Director of China National Health Development Research Center and Deputy Director of NCMHTA, Mr. You Mao, and Mr. Xia Quan, Global VP of COCOM, and Mr. Cheng Jie, Chairman of the Board of Dong'e Jiaokou Limited. Welcome them to the stage. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, I'm glad that you have stayed here till now. And I believe that all our guests who are eager to learn new technologies will stay on. I'm from WEF, Carrie Liu. I believe you are curious about you are not familiar with the World Economic Forum, but you may be familiar with the Davos Forum. So you may wonder that why we are involved in this issue. If you are in this industry long enough, you may know that health is not just about health, it's about the sustainable development, about the education, healthcare, and urban development. So it has pulled the most advanced technologies around the globe. But from another perspective, health, especially global health, is also a testament for our global multilateral system and governance system. So it is very hard to work in this industry. And in this industry, I would like to extend my appreciation for all the colleagues in this industry. So today we have invited the 3 panelists. In today's discussion, I hope that we can give some answers to the questions. I believe that you are the practitioners in this trade for years, and you are also pioneers and explorers. So maybe today we can discuss about the construction of the mechanism and its application and how we can upgrade the mechanism. We can talk from these dimensions. So first of all, would you like to give a brief introduction about yourselves? Okay, maybe within seconds for each person. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Xia Quan from COCOM. I'm responsible for the ecosystem cooperation. COCOM for 3 years has attended CISCE, and also we have been in China for 30 years, and this year also marks the 40th anniversary of COCOM globally. We have been in close cooperation with China. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Liu Zhi from the China National Health Development Research Center. I'm here today. I want to discuss the global health development in China. So that we want to review what other aspects we can find in terms of the health industry, and we want to explore what drivers we can explore in this area. Thank you. Hello everyone, I'm from Dong'e'ejiao. My name is Li Junchuan, and it is part company under the CR group. It is also an well-known traditional brand name in China. We are based on for healthy products production, and we aim at promoting TCM products and to discuss about the globalization of TCM. Thank you. I believe that you have brought your own mission and your own questions. So first of all, out of our 4 questions about the construction of mechanism, the application, the IUR collaboration, let's first start from Mr. Liu. As you are from an innovation research center, in our real-life industry, we have been facing a challenge that it is difficult to transfer and commercialize our scientific results. So what kind of drivers or motivations that you have experienced? Can you share some examples with us? Thank you. This is a good question. It is my pleasure to share with you some of the cases during our IUR collaboration. In terms of the motivation and the mechanism, we want to see what kind of motivation that we can find to boost our innovation development. We need to boost the motivation of different entities. First of all, we need to build an innovative ecosystem. There are 4 mechanisms. First is that we need to deepen our coordinated R&D ecosystem. We find it necessary to establish some labs and R&D centers. We need those entities to allocate our resources in universities and the engineering projects in enterprises and the clinical cases. So by combining this, we can coordinate the whole chain from the R&D to the application. And secondly, we need a platform and mechanism for resource allocation. Back then, we focused on the academic value of our scientific research. Most of us will ignore the value of the application of the scientific result. So we need to promote this awareness in our scientific researchers so that they will have a motivation to transfer their academic results into commercialization results. So from the R&D to the promotion process, we need to confirm the different rights, responsibilities, and benefits, and to protect the IP and IP ownership so that people will have motivation in this area. Third, we need to have an equitable and data sharing platform. We will focus on the IUR collaboration to collect the data in labs and the data collected from clinical cases. Back then, there used to be siloed, but now we need to connect those data from different channels so that we will know more about the R&D results and the demand from our customers. Fourth, we need to establish a risk-sharing mechanism. In the medical care industry, we are facing many risks, but we need to establish an IUR collaboration foundation to share our risks. This is also an investment to even the risks, so that to promote the sustainability of the healthcare industry. And also, this is just an issue analysis for our IUR collaboration. Here, I would like to share with you. First is about our R&D entity, that is our universities and research institutes. We need to transfer from the pursuit of academic to pursuit of the commercialization. That is, we need to try to transfer the thesis from the application in real life. And these theses can also be a guidance for our products. And from the perspective of enterprises, through technological innovation, we can improve the competitiveness in the market. And these collaboration can also help us break some bottleneck issues and to speed up the application in the clinical scenarios, so that enterprises can take the opportunity and grasp more market share. And through this collaboration, we can get a better understanding about the R&D and the product to improve the efficiency of our service. For the government, there are also benefits and motivation through our fundamental innovation in the healthy life section. It can speed up the realization of the Healthy China initiative. And also during this part, we can reduce the cost while we are realizing this goal. So these are the motivations for our development. But to guarantee the motivation and the mechanism, we need to standardize the industrial rules. And also, we need to pull the talent in this industry. And finally, we also need international exchanges and cooperation for our domestic philosophies and technologies. We want to work with other parts of the world, and also we want to import the advanced technologies from other parts of the world. And this is also one of our motivations. Thank you.
Thank you for your sharing. So it brings to more questions, actually. Now I will hand the question to our panelists. So, Mr. Xia, Qualcomm is very adept at ICT and also AI computing. What is your takeaway from the AI's application in the healthcare sector? And second question for you. So how Qualcomm localize its products in China? And if you have any successful cases in China that can be shared with the broader world. Thank you. So for me, there has been an industrial consensus that hybrid AI is evolving. So what is hybrid AI? We need to combine the cloud, the edge, and also on-device so that they can perform their respective roles. and we can move to complex tasks to the cloud services. But in terms of data security, privacy, we should use on-device tool. And that's a trend and a change. Qualcomm is good at mobile phone, automobile, XR. We have 10 years of experience in these sectors, and especially on-device tool. We have many collaborations with our Chinese partners, including in the healthcare sector. So next, for on-device intelligence and multimodality sensor, how can we combine them closely? And then how these combination can benefit monitoring. For example, like PPG and other multi-pole sensor. How can they acquire disease-related information rapidly? And then through on-device tools, also we need to protect personal data. How can we deal with the data? How can we combine both on-device tools as well as cloud services? Then we can have a real-time accurate diagnosis. And this diagnosis can be used for early monitoring of diseases. And we also focus on XR, AR, and how can they empower the healthcare industry. Now we are cooperating with companies, how we can use AR to improve our vision, and also how to use AR to assist in surgical operations and also in complicated surgery training. And in terms of the second question, Qualcomm pays great attention to mobile technology as well in the mobile sector. Each year, 4.8 million people die from cardiovascular disease, which means that every 7 seconds, one person dies from cardiovascular disease. And this mortality is well above those who die from cancer. So this is the first killer for human beings. And to tackle this problem, Qualcomm is collaborating with Wuxi National Health Commission and also China Mobile. We upgrade the ambulance system in Wuxi and with 5G technology. So when there is an emergency case, we will have an admission upon boarding project, which means that when a patient boards the ambulance, we will transport the patient's data to our control system, and it can make the in-hospitalization process more convenient and improve the efficiency. We have implemented the project for 3 years. And based on the current result, we can save 15 minutes of treat time for breast pain patients. We also have a wireless care project. We want to use wireless technology to empower less developed regions in their healthcare as well as education sectors. Last year, we collaborated with CCPIT and also China Cross Society to launch a Hong Tong Tong project. So our target group is basic medical staff. There are a lot of issues with the medical institutions in the grassroots level, such as how to use medicine in the right way. We also have some donations for them to improve their ability and competence. So our efforts aim to provide more knowledge for grassroots level healthcare medical workers. So you mentioned AR, VR, XR as an assistance in surgery, and also 5G's application in emergency. It sounds expensive. So in terms of accessibility and equity, what's your consideration? Qualcomm has a commitment that we want to make advanced technology accessible to everyone. So the projects I've talked about, like AR-empowered robot which facilitates surgery, it is very costly now, I have to say. But with technological advancement and also wide application in medical healthcare, I think the cost will continue to be reduced. I believe that. I know that we have a mature supply chain in China. So I think one day we will bring down the cost to be more available and affordable. Thank you for your answer. Mr. Li, when we think of Dong'e, Ejiao, many of us have tried your products. So as a TCM company and institution, what's your takeaway from innovation? I know you have collaborated with over 20 universities in building a R&D network. So how do you view innovation? In R&D innovation, we rely on a National Engineering Research Center for gel-based traditional Chinese medicine. And also we have a model of one center, three hubs plus and joint initiatives. So the center is the National Engineering Research Center for TCM. And then we have three specialized R&D hubs. One is for raw material cultivation. And also we've collaborated with China Agricultural University. And in Yangtze River Delta region, in Jiangnan University, we had a health consumer product R&D hub. And in the Greater Bay Area, and also in Shenzhen, with Macau University and other two universities, we have a TCM Tonics R&D hub. So with our model, we are trying to adapt to young consumers' demands for tonics. We've collaborated with China's TCM Medicine and also other 20 universities. We want to focus on research and also digital media as our platform. In 2010, we've collaborated with TV programs to call for universities to have a TCM Finding Your Vote campaign. And this has a good result. And this event can help our medical students better understand our culture and our products. And we are also expanding our product category and offering. We have also been doing product awakening. So, which means that, for our past consumers, like consumers who buy our products in past years, and to bring them back. And then we also want to innovate our existing products so as to meet the demands for the young consumers, so that more consumers, including the young generation, can eat jiao, then to attract young people so that they can develop a taste for jiao. So through attracting our previous customers as well as innovating our products, we are also offering new products and services. In 2023, we had a 小金条 jiao service, and we have achieved 200 million yuan income. And also we have the Royal Enclosure 1619 products provided for men as a tonic brand. And also we develop jiao soup and collaborates with authorities in Neimeng. In addition to product R&D, from 2021 to 2023, we collaborated with a tea brand. We attracted many consumers. In 2024, we developed a TCM milk tea. So I think as an industry leader, we should grab the opportunity brought by milk tea. That's why we bring the TCM milk tea. And in our brand, in our products, we have a new promotional campaign called 锦上花. And the inspiration is from a traditional Chinese theater. So we take inspiration from traditional Chinese culture, and we want that for young people, they can eat jiao and like jiao at their own pace. And now we collaborate with TCM University. We have stores in many parts of China and also in the Hong Kong SIR region. We hope we can have more ways to attract our consumers. I think that's quite interesting. Yeah, talking about milk tea, I'm thinking if we could one day have an opportunity to drink the milk tea. It's a seasonal product. Our milk tea brand is available in today's Expo. So where can we taste your milk tea? Yisan. If you want to taste our milk tea, come to Yisan. After this panel discussion, all of us can come to your booth to taste the TCM milk tea.
And also you mentioned another thing is that TCM products is going global, and it is expanded in Hong Kong markets and other markets. And in this process, while you're going global, what's your experience? Is it difficult to expand this market? TCM going global is very difficult because it involves many cultural elements, and the overseas market is not seen a very popular group of fans of TCM. But we have our own mission and responsibility of promoting TCM products to overseas markets. And also, some students in universities are also asked one of these questions: why would we put a high position like this of putting TCM products into the global markets. The reason is that we, as a central-controlled enterprise under the CR group, we have the responsibility of promoting our domestic products. And also, when President Xi Jinping visited Australia, he noted that TCM products is a key to protecting the traditional Chinese culture. So TCM product is also an important pathway for us to boost the traditional Chinese confidence. Therefore, we have changed our overseas sales market into the overseas sales and culture promotion market. So this is a dual driver with both culture and industry. So it is just like Mr. Ren once said, that without science, culture is dangerous. So we should root on our culture, and also we should combine our culture with different media programs, with different TV. That is, we have a TV program looking for the cultural roots of different ethnic groups. And also we have introduced a domestic cultural TV program into Hong Kong. And also we will put our strategic position into expanding the market, first in Hong Kong and Macau, and then to other parts of the world. So this is one of our strategies to promote TCM products. Actually, the market that is welcoming the TCM products, our Ojao products, is Indonesia. Actually, TCM products has become kind of a cure and treatment for some local tropical diseases. So for the sales strategies in Indonesia, as an example, it has become one of our strategies for promoting our products in other overseas markets. And we believe that this will increase our sales. And as Chinese enterprises, we should work together to go global, especially for companies producing other TCM products. And also we need to work with other branch companies under the CR group. We are working together to plan how to go global. So in terms of this strategy, we are very confident in expand and enter the global market. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Li. We also, before this discussion, we heard during the speech that we used to be made in China, but now we are pursuing the made by China strategy. So now China is empowering and supporting the customers around the world. So that is why we are discussing the healthcare industry on the stage. So maybe I think our major mission is how to serve the 1.4 billion Chinese people, and then through our upgrade and innovation and our cultural confidence, we can promote our products and philosophies to the global market. I believe that all our guests on the stage or off stage, we share the same value and philosophy. As time is limited, we have had discussed the four questions. Here, I would like to make a summarize. The first is about the establishment of the mechanism. We need to promote green development and sustainable development to construct such a mechanism for coordination. And for Mr. Xia, I will give a summary of your takeaway. That is, we need to apply technology for real-life testament so that is the key to success. Do you agree? Yes, I agree, totally agree. And Mr. Li, I would like to give you a summarize. The upgrade with the custom orientation, we need to work together to go global. Do you agree this? Yes, I agree. Okay, thank you again for all the panelists. Thank you for your sharing. And we feel very appreciated that you can discuss with us. And next, I will invite all of our guests to walk around to different halls and the booths so that our COCOM is in Hall E4. Well, invite you to walk around in Hall E3 and E4. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, today's event is on healthy life, and we have invited experts, scholars, and practitioners in the healthy life industry. We have reached consensus on the sustainable development and green cooperation, which have provided the solution by CISCE. Here, I would like to thank our strategic partner, ICBC, and official partners, PICC, Bank of China, and the Bank of Communications. Thank you for your support, and we would like to extend our special gratitude for the support from Nike. And next is the annual meeting of the CCOIC Medical and Healthcare Industry Committee. Next, welcome our meeting hostess, Ms. Wan Fang. Thank you. Okay, let's give the guests a warm applause. Okay, thank you. Distinguished guests, distinguished member of committees, and dear colleagues, friends from press, good afternoon. Thank you for staying and welcome to our annual meeting. And last year, we have reached remarkable results from the policymaking, industrial coordination, and international cooperation. We will first of all look back at our history and look forward. Firstly, our first section, our annual meeting of CCOIC. Next, let's welcome the Executive VP of Renhe Group and Dingdang Kuaiyao, and also the Executive Secretary General of CCOIC Health, Medicine and Healthcare Industry, Mr. Wang Xianzhou. He would like to share our work over 2024 and our strategic plan of 2025. Mr. Wang has been in this industry for years, and he has both view of the industry and the enterprise. Let's welcome him to share his insights, and we hope that this will provide you some inspirations. Welcome, Mr. Wang. distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurs, good afternoon. First of all, on behalf of the CCOIC Medical and Healthcare Industry Committee, and also on behalf of Renhe Group and Dingdang Medicine, thank you for your support. And also, thank you for the colleagues in the trade and entrepreneurs from different industries. Greetings to all. At the end of May 2024, the CCOIC Medical and Healthcare Industry Committee was established in Beijing, and the management team of CCPIT and entrepreneurs in different industries has witnessed our establishment. And we have become one member of the CCOIC. At the beginning, we have 100 started member enterprises as our founding member, and Renhe Group as the presidency group, and Guoyao Group, Runhua Medicine, and Yinling Medicine, Mindray Medicine Group, Medical Group, and also the Chinese Medical Care and Culture Association as the deputy presidency enterprises and the institutions. Till now, the Healthcare Industry Committee has celebrated its 1-year anniversary, and also we have established a healthcare expert working group with 28 experts. We have the following aspects of the work. We welcome your guidance. Thank you. Since our establishment, we have been expanding our work landscape and promoting the exchange and cooperation between enterprises at home and abroad. At the last year and this year's CISCE, we have organized our member enterprises to participate in the related top thematic activities. We help the member enterprise to showcase their technologies, products, and supply chain services. Our committee has been working on promoting the matchworking, networking, and promoting the common growth of the enterprises from the upper and lower stream of the supply chain. Our committee is committed to promoting enterprises going global. We have formed delegations of different enterprises to Austria, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and many other regions to know the local business environment and established panel discussions.
And also cross-border matchmaking activities, information exchange, and other activities so to promote international trade and services to bring more convenience. As a supporting unit, I attended the 2024 Innovation Medicine Going Global meeting, and that provides guidance and suggestions for companies going global. We leverage our respective strengths to serve the healthcare industry. We understand and also follow the latest development in the international healthcare industry as well as the industry standards. Every year we hold several exchange of activities as well as matchmaking activities, and also economic and trade sharing salon. and also anti-corruption, anti-monopoly, and compliance issue-related activities to increase companies' compliant awareness, and also to hold working meeting on our CCOIC Medical and Healthcare Industry Committee, inviting 30 enterprises. We cooperated with partners to have workshops and lectures, and also how to be resilient under the tariff and sanction, and also other online and offline activities so that companies can know better about the industry information compliance related issue. And the committee is expanding its members and deepen collaboration and exchanges with partners. And specifically, we have a joint meeting and exchange meeting. We are working on R&D, on research work, and we follow and collaborate closely with our partners to ensure our smooth communication. And based on enterprises' advice and suggestions, we will give our feedback. In this way, we can gain higher recognition from our members, and they can be more satisfied with our services. We want to introduce technology to more partners. With CCPIT and the China International Chamber of Commerce support, as well as the support from the wider society, we have established an expert team for our committee. More health companies have become a member of our committee. With more specialized events, our committee will become more specialized, professional, highly internationalized, full-trained, and deeply integrated bond for partners. We will be committed to achieving that goal. We will actively cooperate with relevant authorities in researching the problems arising from going global. We will assist with authorities in researching the price fluctuation in TCM industry and to stabilize the TCM industry. That is our goal. So all these efforts are our shared responsibility. And in face of uncertain and complex international environment, we can provide better and targeted guidance for our members. In recent years, the nation has paid greater attention to the healthcare industry. We have medical care reform and also the industry regulation and incentives. We want to reduce the healthcare burden, to regulate and standardize the healthcare industry so that we can move towards a more standardized healthcare industry. Our sector is also undergoing changes. We are from scale-driven to value-driven. We want to accumulate our experience and focus on brand building. We need to be forward-looking, to think out of box, to develop new quality productive forces, as well as to consider the external environment. We know that the international policies may have an impact in Chinese medical sector. Through these years CISCE, we have a wonderful opportunity to learn from experience. We need to enhance cooperation to expand our global presence and to be more adaptive to global changes. So that's when we can have an advantage. Next, we will focus on our strategy to coordinate our industry, to invite and encourage our enterprises to engage in enterprise communication as well as exchange with the government, and also to attract more healthcare enterprises to become our members. We will actively promote the implementation of key projects in the healthcare industry. I also want to introduce our 10 priorities. So first, the China International Boao Female Health Industrial Economic Conference, and we collaborate with Renhe Group. Second, healthcare industry United Nations Collective Procurement Project. We collaborate with CCPIT Training Center. Third, healthcare industry group standard formulation project with China Medicine and Healthcare Cultural Society. Fourth, medical industry database co-building project, collab with 新智数 Beijing Data Company. Healthcare industry company brand building project with Sen Aoni Cultural Media Beijing. Six, healthcare financial empowerment project with New Hope Group. Seven, healthcare industry health service package project with 民医在线. Healthcare industry cross-border integrated project with New Silk Road cross-border service platform. Healthcare industry e-commerce project with Dingdang Kuaiyao, Dingdang Medicine. And 10, healthcare industry going global project with Wuxi Meixi Medical Technology Company. If you want more information about these projects and want to become part of the projects, you can come to us after this conference, and you can come to the partners. In 2025, we will continue to collect major concerns that will affect our industrial development, to enhance our communication with the government, and to be actively engaging in policy formulation, and to promote and publicize relevant policies, and also to assist with member companies and to support their growth. And on this CISCE event, I hope that we can build a synergy between different sectors, so that we can have more opportunities and growth points for the healthcare industry. We will cooperate with our service to be more strategic and to closer the relationship between enterprises and our committee. In November, we will have our committee meeting, and also the China International Boao Female Health Industrial Economic Conference, and I welcome all of you to participate in that conference. Distinguished leaders, the healthcare industry is at the important juncture of global opportunities. We will be committed to serving our members and empowering the industry. With higher standards and concrete actions, we will implement all our plans for an open, innovative, and mutually beneficial healthcare ecosystem. We want to contribute our power. Thank you. Thank you, Secretary Wang, for your wonderful report. From policy collaboration to industrial ecosystem building, from international communication to innovation, our work focus on the moment, but also focus on the future. This is a great support for the high-quality development of the industry. Then we will have the semantic speech. With accelerated globalization, going global is an important strategy for companies. However, with complexity in international markets, cultural barriers, as well as differences in regulation measures, how can we seize opportunity and rise to challenges and achieve high-quality going global initiative? Today, we are very honored to invite Ms. Hou Yan, Secretary from Peking University National Medicine Equipment Research Institute. Today, the theme is on the Going Global strategy. Ms. Hou is dedicated to the policy research of medicine equipment monitoring. Now let's welcome Professor Hou to the stage. First, thank you for the introduction, and I'm very honored to be on behalf of the Peking University to share my insights. We have for Peking University, we hope that with the establishment of the institute, we can empower innovation. We talk about the collaboration between academia, industry, and the company for the benefits of the healthcare industry. Today, I want to share with you, as a university, we need to collaborate with the industry as well as the regulatory bodies. And through years of experience, how can we benefit your growth? And I would like to listen to your advice as well. So today we talk about going global strategy. Now, President Xi said we need to become a strong power in medicine R&D. Going global is not just an option, but a must. It is a compulsory task for us. We've seen cultural differences as well as policy priorities. There are great differences between different nations, so that bring challenges. Although we face challenges, we need to rise to challenges. Based on our experience with multinational companies, SMEs, and local companies, in terms of deployment, what are their focus? So for multinational companies, as a very mature entity in the market, what can we learn from them? We also summarize challenges, and our solutions vary based on the challenges. We have some solutions for you. And all of you are entrepreneurs or people have years of experience in the healthcare sector. From the university perspective, we want to share, like from a research perspective, from an industry perspective, from a regulatory perspective, what can be the difference? Why we should go global? From 2024 to 2034.
In recent years, we have seen a large number of growth in the healthcare products, and we have met competitive market at home and abroad. We need to try to solve the problem from scratch to achieving something. And now we are come to the second stage of speeding up. Now, why we are going global? What challenges are we facing? I believe you are clear with that. And now we need to have the fast follow product and phase. We have faced some problems in terms of the global demand driven and also the orientation of the industrial policies and also the key points of making breakthroughs, we have the necessity of going global, but we have different perspectives. We have tried from different occasions. And for example, some enterprises, they focused mainly on their own medicine exporting to the global market. We need to discuss this issue. And in the global market, in the high-end market, such as European market and American market, they have different demands in terms of the market in the Belt and Road Initiative countries. Why do we have such insights and experience? Because we have made efforts on these areas. Here, I would like to give you an introduction about our Healthcare and Medicine Regulation Institute. Now, we are establishing a new regulation and innovation base as the only research institute in this area. We are focusing on the policymaking and the academic result commercialization to the whole product R&D and the product assessment. It is a very accomplished system. And comparing with the CAS Institute, we are two separated institutions. So for clinical research, we need to invest 1 billion RMB within 10 years. So all those sections on the screen that you can see is related to these clinical cases. And 70% of our investment are focusing on the clinical research on these areas. So PKU has many advantages in this perspective. Also, our academic committee, including the secretariat, is working on the regulatory efforts based on the resources of the university. We are trying to empower the healthcare industry. And in the high-end medical equipment, we have a medical technology institute for the high-end equipment and monitoring technology. So we also have a whole system. And we are also making efforts in going global. As you can see, for engineers, you may be familiar that different R&D sections are facing great burdens on Fridays especially. So we have many guidance to be rolled out and many rules to be implemented. I believe that many practitioners have felt the rapid changes of the regulations. And we have really done a lot of efforts behind this. Here, I would like to share with you one case that before we change the presidency of our healthcare industry committee, we have been researched on the global collaboration and R&D. While we are registering in the global system, why can we gain an advantage? Or put it another way, while we are researching with the international community, would we face any challenge? I would like to show you that this is not just our problem, but also a global issue. While we are pooling our talents and we are choosing our R&D process, we will face different kinds of challenges where we are going global. That is because for multinationals, they have been operating for years, but they still are facing many challenges. And if our other enterprises involved into going global projects, we need expertise to finish that work. As you can see on the screen, that we have 6 aspects of what challenges we're facing. And here we have also listed some challenges that we are facing if we want to do R&D within the global system. These are just a part of the challenges we are facing. So we are facing very complex global landscape. And this is the chart collected from Japan. This is the experience we learned from Japan. That we can see that there are different issues, and there are great possibility of each issue to be happening within our own system. And next, let's look at the models of going global projects. For medicine enterprises, the original medicine and the generic medicine, they develop different models of going global in terms of registration and promotion. And in terms of medical devices, they need the overseas authorization, and they need to look at the international regulation. For original medicine, if we take the option of autonomous clinical research and the overseas authorization, your result need to be solid enough to fulfill the international standard. Otherwise, the overseas labs need to do the research again to authorize it. So if we cannot reach the standards, then we might have a settlement issue. So that is why we are having rapid changes in terms of our domestic regulation, because we want to align with the international standard. Next, about the going global of medical devices. For example, the imaging device enterprises, they want to establish local branches and build their own service center. And for other medical consumption products enterprises, they will rely on dealers or on joint venture models to quickly enter the overseas markets. So one of the basic pathway is to sell them to the BD or leading farmers. And second is about the selection of market positioning and pathway. There are also some variations. PKU also had collaboration with ASEAN region. It can be an example to make comparison between the export to the European market or to the ASEAN countries. And another variation is about the output of our brand name and the culture. Recently, we have been discussed this issue with the healthcare minister of Malaysia. Actually, we have a different philosophy on the standards of the medicine products. For example, we have our own standards, but for Malaysia, they have other standards and assessment system for testing the medicine products. So under these gap between different standards, we may face some challenges when we are going global to different markets, because we might face some problems when we are going global. If you are selling well in China, it doesn't mean that you will sell well in other markets. So this needs our huge investment to support this. And the next challenge is about the compliance barrier and policy barriers. So we also want to work with the committee and with the institute to set up a platform supporting the industry and its development. Policy and compliance policies are affecting this industry, and the compliance as its own regulation in all industries. And also there are also pain points in local operation, and we also face challenges in terms of competition and risk management. We need to select different pathways to solve those problems that are suitable to different enterprises. However, the layout of different enterprises are lagging behind, so they would face many challenges when they are going global. We also face some barriers in terms of foreign cultural misunderstandings, as we know that if we are making friends with people from other cultural background, we still needs to take time. It is the same as operating in other overseas markets. So it is crucial for us and efficient for us to find suitable local partners. But it is not easy, especially for PKU and for this platform. Even though we have resources from other international platforms and leading medicine enterprises, we can see there are some bias and preferences. But things are not as easy as we thought it could be. And however, we have some successful cases to share for the medicine enterprises and medical devices enterprises. For those successful enterprises, they chose to collaborate with the overseas medical institute, and also they try to get the assessment through questionnaires. So in different regions, there are very huge cultural gap for mutual understanding. So this is also a major factor affecting our medical assessment. And also there are some treatment and therapies are also trying to going global. We need to regard these therapies in different cases. We face the issue of the security of the models, of the AI trained models.
So I think national guidance and platform are really essential. We've seen many mature cases and successful cases because of a favorable and enabling platform. With platform, we can go global, and that's our best option. And today, CISCE and also the support of CCPIT, we are really thankful for their support. We've also have 10 priorities in our committee. I think all of these initiatives are to help companies go global. In the future, we think that for companies to go global, their communication with FDA, I think we need to cultivate a global competitiveness oriented with clinical value. Patients have different needs in different nations, so we need to pay more attention to patients' demands. People will say that we have good products, but can we go global, or can the products sell to the international market still depend on the consumer demands? Previously, we think of the section or different parts of the supply chain as alone or as individual. But now we need to have a global supply chain covering R&D, registering industry and services. There is much for us to do to improve our ability. We have multiple challenges in talent and clinical practice, and these will become our barriers when going global. So we really need to focus on the clinical values, and can our data stand to the test? And also we have a global pattern for Chinese brand. We need to build platforms. So from the CCPIT, from CISCE, from Peking University, we can build a joint platform that attracts academia, research, and enterprises, and this will have a huge international impact. We want to offer a one-stop solution. We are part of the supply chain, so we want to cooperate with all of you to empower the development of the medical and healthcare industry. And that's a very important policy guidance. If we can learn the market access policy in different countries, then we can better leverage it and also can facilitate our global process. I also want to remind you that many of you are leaders in companies. If you have a going global strategy, you need to think about the plan from the R&D stage. There are many commercialization of research outcomes in our university. If you want to, so who do you want to target? Domestic patients or international patients? Because it will matter. And the strategies can vary based on people from different nations. We also need to consider the clinical periods. I also want to share with you that regulatory authorities are not targeting at you personally. We only focus on the quality of your products. And also registering standard and also the direction. We need our committee to empower the growth. Also like international standard and registering alignment. We can involve the academia and the research institutions. Also, we have international exchange and supervising scientific cooperation. Not only we should go in global, but also we should introduce advanced technologies or standards to domestic markets. So that concludes my report. I know that there are many challenges ahead, but going global will provide valuable opportunities for you, and this is something we really need to do if we want to grow our business and expand its presence. And I hope that with Peking University's academic strengths, we can empower your development and growth. And we hope that Peking University can contribute to the challenges in the healthcare industry. Thank you, Professor Ho, for your wonderful sharing. From global market trends to localization strategy to compliance to risk management, your speech has provided us with valuable strategic vision. I believe all of you, especially those who are going global or who plan to go global, you will be highly beneficial from the talk. I know that the current focus is to have solutions for specific challenges. So in global expression, we also need to value the great potential of the domestic market. TCM is our unique healthcare resources, so it has new opportunities. How we can leverage the policy dividends of the medical insurance to facilitate high-quality development of the TCM industry, that's our focus. Now we welcome Ms. Zhao Yanhua from the National Healthcare Commission and Research Fellow of National Center for Women and Children's Health, National Health Commission of the People of Republic of China. Please join me in a round of warm applause to Ms. Zhao. Thank you for the invitation and also invitation by the CCPIT and also by the Renhe Group's CEO. I have been fully prepared for this committee annual meeting, but today I am so occupied and I didn't expect this accident. I feel greatly honored to share with you in this international platform how China's TCM medical policy can empower your growth. The day before yesterday, I was assigned to a new office, and today is my second day since assuming the role. TCM is our traditional treasure, so not both innovative drug we need to formulate the standards to follow the original research of medicine. Both the medicine and the equipment, we need to find a fundamental solution. Today, I want to spend 20 minutes to share with you my insights. So first, based on national policy interpretation, we have three. First, Health China initiative. Second, against population aging. And third, about demographic changes. We know that the demographic situation is not looking good now. But we really need to consider a full life cycle solution covering women and children. We have done a lot of work in women and children and the supporting health insurance system. Now, we always say that if you want to have a healthy life, you really need to focus both on medicine as well as TCM. So that's a challenge, that's opportunities for us. We also need to promote a healthy lifestyle. We have a new project today. From 1,000 small video clips to teach our people the basic knowledge of TCM so they can lead a healthy life. I think this project is very meaningful. And also another project, our Ministry of Foreign Affairs has a visa center, and can we have a TCM gift for foreigners who come to China, so that they can appreciate the Chinese medicine wisdom. Another project is TCM entering campus. Now facing fierce competitions in China and the wider world, we know that primary education is really important, but now we face a lot of challenges. So collaborated with museum, we have this TCM going to universities initiative. We come to primary schools and universities to promote TCM, so that from a little age we can cultivate the TCM awareness. Participants in the medical healthcare industry, both researchers and businessmen, I think these projects will be really beneficial for you. So first, strategy interpretation. TCM policies are fewer compared with Western medicine policies. We have the first 5-year plan. Previously, it is under the National Health Commission. Now we have a separate or individual plan for TCM development. And also after the pandemic, we value more about our body. So that's why we turn to TCM to maintain a healthy lifestyle. And we issued the guidance for supporting the TCM development through medical insurance policies. Based on these policies, an important foundation for Health China initiative is Healthy Life Initiative. We have 3 specialized actions. So first, for weight control, and also other 2 actions. And the chart in the right is about the specialized activities initiated by the Health China initiative. I'm very honored to lead a project research. So my policy advice is that we need to have additional 20 actions. This year, we have 3 new campaigns. One is TCM promotion campaign. And the relevant competence authority has issued a relevant plan.
We are also promoting the Healthy TCM initiative. This is our 18 specialty actions. And we all know that in China, there are nearly 400 million elderly people over 60 years. So they are pursuing the traditional Chinese TCM lifestyle, and they quite support this kind of lifestyle. And you can see these are the policies that we have launched over the past years, we have been through 4 years of rapid development, and the first of our special actions is about the TCM development in terms of raw materials. Now we can see that there is a shortage in the raw materials, and now our government has proposed that we should try to build a TCM raw material bank. Now in Bozhou and Anbo, these large traditional TCM raw material base has already controlled the source of the raw material. So we can see that the costs are high in terms of the wholesale and distribution of the raw material. I did the research in person. I felt very surprised of this result. And also, secondly, it's about the medical insurance supporting the development of TCM. As we all know that medical insurance is playing a significant role in our national health development. Medical insurance, as we all know, it's about funding, the sourcing services, and then the medical care. That is 3 pillars. So the guarantee of the medical care system is very important. As TCM and Western medicines are different because TCM are more verified than Western medicines. So we face some approval challenges in terms of the traditional Chinese medicine. It is hard to standardize TCM in many aspects, such as the title of the names. And here I would like to propose 3 methods of the TCM development. We need to use some good methods during our development. We should refer to the barrel theory. We should learn from the advantages and take advantage of it. And as we can refer to one of Xi Jinping's theory which is that if there is some structural problems, we need to reconstruct that. And if there are some issues in the whole system, then we need to reshape the whole system. So our basic logic is that going global is to sending out those good quality products to the world and make the products recognized by the markets from other parts of the world. So our TCM products can go global smoothly. And third part is about the research methods, but I will not elaborate on that. Next, I will talk about the systematic conflicts and the analysis on the difficulties in practice. We are quite inclusive to the TCM development, and we are establishing different kinds of policies to support the going global of TCM products. So specifically, firstly, we need to select the pathways. For the treatment methods, the traditional Chinese medical cares and cure methods are quite blurred, so we need to specify that. And this has raised up challenges for us. And in terms of the payment methods, there are varied methods in different regions. For example, in Nanjing, we have used the DRG group, but we need to separate the general disease and the specified disease. The first is that in Nanjing, the traditional Chinese medicine methods should be separated from the Western system, even though they are treating the same disease. And the second is that if they are treated as the same disease, then if a majority the treatment is in TCM products, then the medical care health insurance should provide some favorable policies to the TCM products. These methods, they have their own advantages and disadvantages. The next is the DP research. It is it is still in research. We have been researching and selected 10 hospitals in different levels in different districts of Beijing. There are some comments that we can found that if the health insurance coverage has increased in terms of TCM, but in terms of surgeries, they have many different categories. But for traditional Chinese treatment, it is hard to have a clear category. So now we need to connect the clear channel for medical treatment transfer. And we also need to incorporate the local domestic treatment method into the formal treatment system. And also we will need to lead the patients in different categories of the medical treatment. So in summary, we need to promote the prevention and to guarantee the treatment. Next is about the digitalization and the reform in the payment methods. These methods are the guarantees for our healthcare insurance. And the last part is about the strategic significance of our TCM, as TCM is a national treasure and also a significant part for boosting our cultural confidence. So in terms of a national and international conference and the going global of TCM brands, we should grasp these opportunities. And we should bring the synergy between the medicine and cultural development. There are some significance of it. The first is that we should fulfill the demand in our own country, and secondly, we should establish the model of the TCM, and third part will be going global. And during this pathway, we also face some challenges, just like pricing. We used to think that we are having a higher pricing mechanism, but compared to the international pricing system, we are still lagging behind. As I have changed my working position, but I'm still within this trade. So from the whole chain, medical care and medicine guarantee, I have been responsible for the medicine empowerment and promotion. I think that we can work together for the TCM products going global. Thank you. Thank you for your sharing. As today, your report, I've just heard it for the first time. Thank you for your applause. Thank you for your effort. Ms. Zhao has been involving and engaging in the coordinated development of TCM. She has shared the application of policies and the coordination of the TCM, and also provide us a clear pathway of TCM development. I believe that TCM will embrace a brighter future. Distinguished guests, thank you for staying with us. Next, we're going to kick off our panel discussion with the topic of the synergy path of going global plus medical insurance under the dual circulation strategy, the art of balancing international compliance and local access. We're going to discuss how can we reach win-win results in terms of the medical care and medicine. Now we have invited experts from different enterprises. The panelists are Mr. Wei Yafeng from Kangchen Medicine, the director of the Policy and Regulatory Department, and Mr. Liu Yang, researcher of the Medical Medicine Management and International Study Center, PKU, and Mr. Jing Xiaoping, the Government Affairs Deputy Director from Luoxin Health Technology Development Company, and Ms. Zhang Yuyan, the Deputy Director of the Central Government Affairs Department from Baiji Shenzhou Company. Welcome. Hello, everyone. I'm quite nervous now because this is my first time to host the panel discussion on the third CISCE. We also have many of our colleagues in the trade with us in this hall. And also, after the discussion, we would like to invite some of our guests to discuss with us. Our panelists, we have invited our practitioners in this trade for years. And I would like to ask Mr. Wei Yafeng, you are an expert in this trade. So for our category C, that is the original medicine category, what kind of influence it will bring to our Going Global initiative, and how can we coordinate the local market and the Going Global policies? Thank you. I actually have prepared an answer for this question. Our Type C category, what's its use for?
So the definition is highly innovative and very beneficial for clinical use and great efficacy for patients. And this type of drugs cannot be included in the medical insurance catalog. So the current catalog can solve problems of the expected price and also the proportion that can be paid by the medical insurance. There is a gap. We want to solve the gap. And that's my interpretation of the catalog. So what can be the impacts for the companies? First, enterprises can increase their premium price ability. The reduction percentage can be 50% in the national procurement policy. For commercial insurance, we have a price confidentiality policy. I think it will give us some convenience and benefits when we think about the international price defining, and also the international standards, and also differentiated price policy, and also for domestic market, the increase in profits. And because they can benefit from the commercial catalog, so they will not feel that going global would be necessary in the short term. Many SMEs are also exploring their global presence. So a question for Mr. Liu, with limited resources, how can we balance between commercialization and licensing out? Hello everyone, I'm Liu Yang. I'm research fellow at Peking University and also a part of the National Health Commission. My job is to convert industry insights into policy guidance so that we can implement these policies. And you've mentioned that we have limited financial resources. Actually, under the dual circulation model, this is our foundation framework. We need to focus on the domestic market. This is our foundation. But also we should focus on globalized transaction. So what's the interaction between dual circulation and global transaction? It's like a couple. So shall the couple love each other or kill each other? That should be up to the couple themselves. We can consider from three perspectives. First, in the perspective of Jane, there are three founders. First, they are scientists. They focus on R&D to achieve or realize their vision. So for scientists, they don't know very well about the commercialization in the Chinese market. They consider more about the IP licensing in the international market. And second, businesses, commercial enterprises, if they want globalized innovation, they will first focus on the domestic market. And this will be the foundation for their going global strategy. The finance, the investment will mainly come from domestic. And third, those institutions who are really good at financial transactions and talent introduction. So we have three types of agents, and that leads to different results and outcomes. And then speaking about financial means or money. Money is really important when we want to maintain a relationship. For companies with enough money or with ambulant money, we can do things more easily. In Xingda, Beijing, and other biotech companies, we have a great flow of cash. And because of that strong capital flow, we can be more resilient to our financial challenges. And third, in the commercial circulation situation, before 2019, the market is like people will find their own way in the market, and after 2019, the government becomes a guidance. Now the panelists are all leading experts in the field. We now are responsible for the top level design in the healthcare industry. We've cooperated with National Health Commission, and also multiple measures rolled out, and market entry policy. And these policies will affect our business models in the future, so we need to pay attention to these changes. Thank you, Mr. Liu. Now, we would like to hear from Innovative Drug Company, Mr. Jing Xiaobing from Luoxin Health Technology Development Company. So can you share with us your experience in local market entrance as well as globalization strategy? Thank you for the invitation. I'm from Luoxin Health and also be responsible for the market entrance and market access. Speaking about innovation and medical insurance, the National Health Commission and the Bureau of Medical Insurance have jointly established measures to encourage innovation. The document focuses on R&D, payment, so it is a full train. So this is a full train focused policy. And also, I have provided services for many firms, and I want to share with you my experience. So in innovative going global, as well as empowerment enabled by medical insurance, we need coordination in policies and also policy support. When we have an enabling environment, when companies can leverage the dividends of policies, we can consider how to go global. Then, in the local level, we need to think about exploration trials as well as policy incentives. These are very essential. Like in Beijing, Guangxi, we have National Procurement System platform and also the Hainan Port Free Trade Zone. And also, innovative enterprises participation and practice. We know that in innovative biotech company, Beijing is the leading enterprise. It has a global presence. Back to medical insurance empowerment. So it focuses on market entrance and also differentiated data in different regions and countries. And also how to collect data from domestic and abroad. How can we share our research with external partners? CISCE 药业、恒瑞药业 and other medicine companies, their business model is mainly led by international partners. So that's a joint mechanism between international and local development. And then we have national procurement platform, like the raw material drug, the originator drugs. So represented by these innovative business models. And with our exploration and trials, I can say that in the way towards innovation, for companies who want to go global, we have supporting and favorable policies. And this is my answer. And on how to solve the difficulties. So first, policy coordination, and then we need to break barriers in policy to encourage R&D, as well as the sharing of domestic and international data, and also to tackle the bottleneck problems in registering. So that we can connect every part of the supply chain when our healthcare companies want to go global. I want to take a reference to my notes. For innovative firms, we need to transit from value-oriented competition to a very clear classified system for value. We need to coordinate three prices. So first, medical insurance standard coordination with the retail price in the international market. And second, three driving force under the price needs to be considered, and also the dynamic price protection period. So towards innovation, I hope that under the policy support, we can make more breakthroughs in the healthcare industry, and also more favorable approval procedures. We can have a 2 to 3 years of price protection period. And that's my insights. Please provide your advice. Thank you for your sharing. You've worked us through the policy.
Thank you for your sharing. And also you have some advice for the pricing policies. I believe that our colleagues here in the assessment industry has also familiar with this. Next, let's welcome Ms. Zhang Yuyan to share her insights. Thank you. Here, I would like to take this opportunity to share some of my personal thoughts. As you know, that the industrial and supply chain of the medical care industry is highly integrated globally. For example, its R&D is in U.S., its clinical research in Europe, and its product production in China, raw material in India, and then the finished products is sold around the world. So any broken section of the chain will influence the whole supply chain. So safeguarding the entire supply chain and industrial chain is crucial for the medical care industrial chain. And under the support of the national policy, we can see that the healthcare and medicine enterprises are taking actions proactively and trying to go global. Our company is also one of the first batch of companies that is going global, and we have our flagship products that have been sold to over 80 countries around the world. And I believe Beijing Shenzhou is a familiar brand name for you. I feel really grateful for your recognition of our product and of our corporate value. I think that going global is a sign for our active participation in the global stable supply chain. No matter whether we establishing the R&D center or the production factory overseas, it means that China has been engaging in the construction of the global supply chain. So in the future, we hope that more enterprises can involve in this chain, such as the enterprises where our panelists are from. And we can see that China has become on the second tier of the global ranking list in terms of the medical care industry. But we need also to consider the geopolitical issues and international relations which are affecting our industry. We also have many international resources. So under the leadership of this committee, we hope that we can have more transformation and reform in terms of policy and our practice, and we will strengthen our cooperation with member states of BRI. And these countries also need our original medicine because our medicines are of low cost and of high quality. So we can expand our market in developing countries and in BRI countries. And next is about the development of our own capabilities. In terms of Beijing, we have reached the international standard in terms of our in terms of our policies and products. So we hope that we can work with more enterprises in the future. Thank you. Thank you. We have actually discussed about this before this panel, but I still am quite inspired by your remarks, and I can found that you have more requirements for the whole industry. And next we also invite related practitioners to visit our booths in this trade. And as you mentioned, that the stability and resilience of the supply chain is quite important. And any section would affect the whole chain. So this requires our concerted effort. And at last, I have another requirement for every panelist to give a summarize and best wishes for the Going Global initiative. First, Ms. Zhang. This year, our topic of CISCE is linking the world for a better future. I think that the medicine and medical care industry also has no borders. We wish to work with leading companies like MNC and domestic Chinese enterprises to create and research more accessible and better TCM products and build a healthcare community for a shared future. Thank you. Okay, here I would like to summarize. In the future, on our way of going global, all the innovative enterprises, our innovative products in terms of the comprehensive sectors under the safeguard of health insurance, we need to gain a strong international foothold. Thank you. In my opinion, I think the new quality productive forces are a significant role in our healthcare industry. I hope that our committee can play a leading role to convene all our enterprises for a more efficient Going Global initiative. I think this will be our final goal. Thank you. About innovative and original medicine is the solution to the demands of our customers and patients. In summary, I hope this CISCE will link the future. It is a good slogan and also suitable for our industry. Innovative medicine is also a linkage toward the future trade and for better treatment for our patients. Thank you. And here I would like to invite you to give them a warm round of applause. Thank you. We have talked about the policy, the trade design, and the risk control. We have proposed some coordinated pathway of going global plus healthcare and health insurance. And you have really provided us some insightful advices. We thank you all the guests, all the work staff, and all the panelists. Let's give everyone a warm round of applause. Thank you. Next, let's welcome the representatives from the attended enterprises to walk up on the stage to take group photo with all the guests. Thank you. Welcome representatives from different enterprises.